Hello, let's talk about tip number 4 on countdown, or 31 days to countdown, how to become a more powerful you in 2022. I want to talk today about pain versus pleasure. The only time change truly happens, and I mean real deep, profound change, is when the pain is more than the pleasure. And let me use chocolate chip cookies, because those of you that know me know that I love chocolate chip cookies. So I can sit down and mow through chocolate chip cookies all day long. But then, because I'm trying to lose weight, I used to beat myself up and say, oh, you have no self-discipline, what's wrong with you? But the pleasure of eating a cookie was greater than the pain of the weight. So even when I weighed 233 pounds, eating a cookie gave me more pleasure, because sometimes the pain, is more of a friend. Until one day, the weight got to be so much, and the pain of eating a cookie took over. It wasn't pleasurable anymore. Yes, I still loved eating cookies, but I realized what was going to happen. So change happens the moment the pain is greater than the pleasure. That whatever you're doing at that moment, when it causes you more pain in the long run, that's when you'll make change. I mean, whatever you're trying to change anything, say you're trying to get promoted, but you just can't seem to show up on time for work or whatever. I mean, these are kind of flimmy-flammy examples. But the pain of showing up and realizing you're not going to get that promotion, or you work really hard, but not 100%. So you sit down for your review, and your boss is like, we're going to give you a 3% pay increase. We would have given you more, but we just feel like you could have done a lot more. And you sit there, and the pain of hearing it, because you know it's true, will cause you to change that behavior. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're not having any success, you're trying to change jobs, you're trying to change within yourself, you have to find the pain point. And sometimes, especially when you're starting out, you kind of have to look for it or create your own pain point. I mean, there were times when I would have to create my own. I would have to make it painful so I could make that change. So the minute the pain of eating that cookie, the pain of being lonely, the pain of drinking, the pain of just eating food becomes greater than the pleasure you get it from. And sometimes you have to sit down and you have to ask yourself, am I getting pleasure because it's painful? Like I said earlier, sometimes the pain we know is better than what we don't know. Because when you start losing weight, when you start changing your life, when you start raising your confidence, people start looking at you differently. And your friends may push you away and say, well, don't you think you're all bougie? Or, look at you thinking you're all hot. And so that creates pain, so you back down. But you have to tell your mind that's pleasurable, because that means I'm changing. I'm becoming the woman I want to become. And you just need to shift friends. And we'll talk that about a different time. But for day 4's lesson, I want you to think at what you really want to change, and where's the pain point for you. Have you hit it and you're ignoring it, or you're just ignoring it altogether because you're like, well, I don't really need to change. Saying you don't really need to change when it's something you want to change is just fooling yourself. It's just like, because change is hard. There's no lie. Confidence is the greatest thing in the world. And if you're on TikTok, go check out the TikTok I posted today, where I talk about fake it till you make it with confidence. Change happens when the pain is greater than the pleasure. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments below. You can direct message me. I'm getting a lot of direct messages from you all. I guess you don't like to publicly discuss your issues, and that's cool. I get it. I was always that way too. But I want you at the end of these 31 days to be the most confident woman you can be. I want you to roll into 2022 beaming with confidence. And confidence, and I'm going to say this repetitively, confidence can be taught. So many people think, well, confidence is you're born with it. I wasn't born a confident person. I became a confident person. I made myself a confident person. I made myself as a child learn how to have a swag and all that, because I looked at confident people growing up, my parents' friends, and the ones who had confidence were the ones that were making amazing money. And I thought, I got to get me some of that. So whatever you want to change, find out the pain point and get leverage from the pain point. Because as soon as you figure out what's causing you pain, the change will come a lot easier. Hope this helped you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow on day 5. Like I said, check out my TikTok channel, because over on TikTok, I'll be doing confidence tips every day, versus this where it's how to really enact change, how to really start changing. Because again, at the end of, by December 31st, I want you to be empowered to know what you want and go after in 2022. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.